Peace, Taurus rising. Let's see what you need to keep most in mind and heart this week to help everything rise into place. We are going to start off, as always, with an oracle deck, tapping into our foundation frequency, and then some tarot for fundamental framework. We're going to be tapping into an African goddess oracle deck this week in honor of Black History Month and Oya's feast day, which is today. I am recording on Sunday, as I always do. 2-2 portal of transformation, tapping into Oya and Pluto. So let's see for the Taurus rising collective what Spirit has in store for you this week. Sukurant, scarcity. This divine feminine energy is reminding you about this lack frequency that is so important for us to release. Especially when we're tapping into Taurus rising alignment, your groundedness and your sense of value and your sense of security is so important. It is imperative for your growth, for your expansion. So any concept of scarcity, any concept of lack is actually pinching you off from source and pinching you off from your actual essence in what it is that you are here to not just experience, but what it is that you actually teach by just living, by just being. So when you are not in the energy of infinite abundance and the energy of knowing that who you are is ultimately all of the value and all of the wealth and all of the worth that you need, it's what's going to actually deter you and create detriment in your life. So release any scarcity, any lack, any imposter syndrome, anything in regards to that again is going to take you away from your divine essence. Let's tap into some tarot to get the fundamental framework. Got the Lover's card. Choices to be made. Ultimately, there's decisions that, much like we think about scarcity and lack, it's a choice, right? So when we have the alignment of the Lovers, it is giving us the energy of choice. It's giving us an energy of partnership in regards to, am I going to choose the energy of self and source and that partnership, that divine partnership, or am I going to, again, pinch myself off from the divine essence that I ultimately am? And that's not going to reap the things that you are trying to bring into form and experience and to bring into experience for yourself on a day-to-day basis. Taurus rising energy, again, is all about feeling grounded, feeling a sense of security, feeling very, a sense of like sanctuary and very, secure in your home as well. So when you feel a sense of lack and feel a sense of security or lack of security in your space, there's no way that you're going to be able to feel a sense of security outside, because your home is sanctuary. Your home is where you are supposed to feel very, very safe. So make sure that as you are going through your day-to-day this week in particular, focus on your home, focus on the domestic energy of things and what it is that you want to do or change or shift or move around or redecorate or whatever it may be that makes you feel like this feels like home. Because at least whatever you're dealing with outside and some of the choices that you might not feel like you have a choice in your space, in your home is where it is all about you. And you get to come home now to the safe space. You get to come to this sacred space, to this sanctuary and be like, okay, this feels good. Because it's from that feeling good space that you're going to be able to get additional downloads and information and inspired action so that you can decide and know what choices to make going further. And just to, again, release that energy of scarcity. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is that scarcity energy, because ultimately for the Queen of Wands to present itself regardless is abracadabra energy, is the witch card of the deck, that ultimately your wish is your command. The upright energy is bringing in creativity and bringing in a force of nature, bringing in the fire element of purifying whatever does not serve so that you can come into alignment with what it is that you want to bring into abundance, that you want to have like kind of a sense of combustion, right? You want this like fire in your belly kind of energy. So this is where that sense of security is so important. This is where tapping into removing scarcity and a sense of lack. And this is why with the negative, that reversal energy, there is that sense of being worried about money, being a little bit concerned, watching the bank account, counting your pennies a little bit too much in that sense. Think about your money when you are using it, not as spending. Think of it as circulating. Because when we spend, it's just gone, spent. But when we think about circulating, it will always come back to you. So when you use this money, when you circulate this money, give thanks to the money for coming back to you, for returning to you eightfold, or whatever number you want to say. I give thanks to this money as I circulate it, and it will return to me eightfold. Because that is the consciousness that you have to tap into a little bit more when we're thinking about removing this sense of lack and removing this sense of scarcity that is oftentimes given to us by society or our parents, that we need to kind of, restructure and reprogram ourselves. And it's plucking weeds before we plant new seeds. So you have to remove the scarcity, remove the lack, so that you can come into this energy of something new to make space for, again, the planting of new seeds. You've got the Eight of Swords that is in the reversal position. This is also an energy of seeing a certain reflection that you want to see and removing what somebody else has imposed upon you. The Eight of Swords is often very much about restricting yourselves, and you can move forward. You can do something different. You can go and see something ultimately different from what is being presented to you by, again, society or parents or whatever, or whoever has passed something down to you. This is, again, what brings us back to choice. It is a choice of what reflection you see. Do mirror work. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself all of the things that you're reminding yourself that you have already accomplished and already conquered, so that whatever challenges that you're feeling in this current moment, you know that you can surpass them because of what you've already endured and ultimately have been able to expand from. Because here we are with the Five of Pentacles that is very much, so much about scarcity and so much about being left out in the cold. This is something that someone has potentially done to you, a way that somebody has left you in some ways and you feel like you lost something. It's in the reversal position though. You are ready to come away from that and out of that and come into an energy of infinite abundance and self-sufficiency. Ultimately, whatever somebody did or left you with or left you how or whatever it may be, that is what is allowing you to stay in a sense of scarcity, and you're making it more about them than you're making it about yourself. Come into, again, making a different choice of acknowledging that you can move forward from whatever reflection it is that somebody has imposed on you. You get to see yourself how you want to see yourself. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Look at yourself in the mirror and decide your destiny. And come into your abracadabra. Bring this Wands energy, fire energy, creative energy in the upright, Queen of Wands energy, abracadabra, your wish is your command, so that ultimately this scarcity and this lack can dissipate and you can come into an energy that is not going to allow you to feel forlorn. It's not going to allow you to feel left. Because again, with the reversal energy, you are ready to leave that behind. The number 5 is about change. This is very much what this day is about in regards to Oya and transformation and Pluto and Aquarius and the Sun in Aquarius. So decide, again, make the choice of what it is that you want to live and how it is that you want to expand yourself. And again, start in the home, feel good in your home. And all of that is going to be able to mirror itself as above, so below. Ashe. I hope that resonates. I hope that it helps everything rise into place. Nothing is falling. It is only up from here, Taurus rising. So if you do claim this reading, I want you to put the fire emoji in the comments below to bring in, again, this fire in your belly, to remind yourself that you are tapping into the most fueled, combustive energy to bring in all of the abracadabra, all of your wishes to come into form and experience. Ashe. Until next time. Peace.